On my way back from work, I bought everything I needed for the holiday table and a bottle of cognac for John. After cooking dinner, I took a shower, put on a new suit, fixed my makeup, and put on some perfume. Then settled down in a chair in front of the TV and waited. "It's still early," she consoled herself periodically. "We have to be patient." Hours went by and still John didn't come, and the phone was silent. Still, I wanted to believe in good things. At 10, there was no hope left. I realized that miracles never happen, so nothing would happen today. I don't know why it suddenly occurred to me that John would show up on that day. Maybe because he always congratulated me on March 8th. Always. It was during the 4.5 years that he and I had been dating. We were both in our late 30s, but we never made up our minds about our personal lives. Both of us preferred to live carefree, with no promises or responsibilities. It was more comfortable that way. Free relationships had both pluses and minuses. The minuses were bigger. First, we constantly argued about who should run the household and pay for cultural events, theater, concerts, etc. Secondly, we did not fully trust each other, periodically rolled up jealousy scenes. We loved each other, but at the same time constantly fighting. We even split up, promising that this was the end. However, after a couple of days, invariably we returned to our rented nest. This is what happened just before New Year's Eve. We fought over where to celebrate it. John insisted on visiting his parents. I called him a mama's boy and selfish, and he left. He came back 3 days later, with a huge teddy bear and a bag of groceries given to me by my potential mother-in-law. "Of course you're mean," he said with a frown, "but I'm not happy without you." "I feel bad without you too," I admitted. "Let's not fight anymore." "Come on," he agreed. It did not work. The next quarrel happened right on New Year's Eve. We were celebrating it at the cottage of my friend Anna. There were a lot of guests. After midnight, people scattered all over the house. Some danced, some dozed off, some continued to chew. Among the latter was John. He never liked to dance. I couldn't talk him into it this time either. But I wasn't going to get bored and went dancing with my friend's brother. Max had had too much to drink, so he acted too freely. He tried to pick me up in his arms, and then he paid me ambiguous compliments. John pretended not to pay any attention to that until Max kissed me. Then John came up to us and grabbed the boy by the chest and asked him to come out on the terrace. He immediately agreed. I realized the dangers of a man's conversation, so I blocked the way. "No more fighting, do you understand? Maybe I'm not the third wheel here." John frowned. "Don't be absurd. I got mad. You don't know how to have fun and you don't let anyone else." "I'm sorry to interrupt," he snickered sarcastically. "Have fun, I'm going." "How are you leaving, without me?" "You feel fine without me," he grinned. Putting on a sheepskin coat, John went out. I was speechless. It's a good way to start the new year. "Kate, what's wrong?" Anna asked, running up. "Where is John going?" "Do I know? He left me and went away." I bit my lip so as not to cry. "But there must be a reason. There must be—" He was jealous of Max. "That's silly. Max is like your brother, you've known each other since you were in diapers." "That's the thing, and John, he—" I sobbed sorrowfully, and I leaned on her shoulder. Anna stroked my back sympathetically. "Don't worry, girl. Tomorrow the emotions will subside, and everything will go back to normal." Wrong. When I got home, John was gone. His razors were gone from the bathroom, and his clothes were gone from the closets. After some hesitation, I called his cell phone. "John, what a childish thing to do. Where are you?" "What does it matter now?" I heard back. "What do you mean, what does it matter? I'm speechless. You left home. With your things?" "It's not my house anymore. I'll get the keys through a friend or give them to the janitor. Now leave me alone." "Leave you alone? Why? Don't you get it?" "Okay, I'll explain. We're not right for each other." "Don't be silly," I snorted. "John, I want to explain everything. Let's meet and talk." "There's nothing to talk about," he interrupted. "I don't want to see you. Never." "So you don't have a heart?" I shouted and hung up on him with a bang. Despite my anger, I hoped that things would work out soon. We'd broken up before. I waited for John to come back. But a month passed, another month passed, and nothing. Forgetting my pride, I called his cell phone, but he did not answer. At home, he didn't come to the phone either. It can't be that our love ended so stupidly, I thought in despair. I loved him even more than before. The separation must have made me realize how much I cared about him. One always appreciates more what one loses. So there was hope that John would come today, on International Women's Day. And now it was the 11th hour, and he wasn't there. Rising from my chair, I took a bottle of cognac from the table. I'll get drunk and sleep, I thought angrily. In spite of all the men in the world. I had just had my first drink when I heard the clanking of the key in the lock. Then footsteps, and John appeared in the doorway. "Will you throw me out?" his lover asked, hiding something behind his back. "What are you?" I whispered. I've been waiting for you. Every day. Every minute." "Then you deserve a special gift." He smiled guiltily, then stepped forward and pulled out a red velvet box from behind his back. "It's not just any ring. It's an engagement ring. You know what it is?" "I do," I laughed, and hung around his neck. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. Also put a bell so you don't miss new videos. See you soon.